5 things that all men should know. First, I'm gonna say this. If you are not of the mindset of wanting to shake your comfort zone and you're gonna sit here and hop in my comments trying to negate the things that I'm saying that's gonna make you a better man, get the fuck out of here. You ain't welcome. Beat it. Kick rocks. For those of you who do want to learn, who want to level up, number 1, you should learn or you should know how to fuck people up. You should have the ability to hurt people. Now, I'm not saying you want to be the type of asshole out there picking fights, because typically people that pick fights are insecure. They don't know how to fight, and they're used to bullying people. Maybe they're bigger, maybe they look intimidating or something like that. And 9 times out of 10, those guys never get tested. So if somebody was to actually stand up to them, they fold. They don't know what the fuck to do. Hence, David and Goliath. You don't want to be that kind of person. You don't ever want to instigate or start shit. However, you want to be the type of person that people are not going to be comfortable disrespecting you or people that you're with or people that you're around. You want to be to the aid of somebody that does need help. You want to be a protector. We should all strive to be protectors in our communities, with our family, our friend circle, our peers at school, at work, whatever it is. Men should want to elevate to a status of being a protector and a leader. A protector and a leader should know how to be dangerous. Why? There's a lot of dangerous people out there with bad intentions. And if you're not dangerous, if you don't have the means and the capacity and the will to fuck somebody up, you are just a victim waiting to happen. And you are no longer an asset to anybody. A man that can't fight, a man that is a victim, is a liability. All men should know how to fight. Furthermore, you want to be a confident person. When you know how to handle yourself, you walk with confidence, you move with confidence. And that shows in everything that you do. And a huge part of one being successful is being confident. Simple as that. All right, so number 2, it's a principle that I have in the Sacred Society mentorship. It's called super intelligence. What super intelligence is when someone is on an eternal quest for wisdom. Someone's on a mission for their entire lives of learning, always getting better at something, becoming more productive, becoming more efficient at things. I don't care if it's something as simple as you picking up Algebra for Dummies workbook to freshen up on algebra. Well, I know algebra is easy math, but a lot of people haven't done that shit in years. So just to get your brain working different and working more effectively and more efficiently. Listen, people that think they know it all, they don't try to learn anything. They become very boring. They don't have much to talk about, only a certain set of things. And people get tired of hearing these same stories. Life is about relationships, whether it's you and your significant other or your friends or your children or your family or whomever. The more things that you know, you just become a more interesting person. When you are a type of person that is on a quest of knowledge, of always trying to learn, when there's new information, new technologies, new strategies, or whatever that presents themselves, you're not going to be one of these people that reject progress. A lot of people reject progress because they're afraid to get out of their little comfort zone. They're not used to learning. They stop learning in high school, if they even learned anything in high school, because most people just are there being babysat. You want to take this opportunity, every opportunity, to learn something, to expand your mind. Number 3, all men should have a high degree of emotional intelligence and emotional resilience. The worst thing in the world to see is a man yelling at somebody, yelling and screaming back and forth with someone. When you are having a discussion and it's a disagreement and y'all start raising your voices, nothing comes out of that. No one's listening to the other person. What you're doing is reacting to the other person's energy coming towards you. You're reacting in an emotional way. First and foremost, you don't want to react to anything, okay? Having emotional intelligence and resilience will prevent you from being a reactionary person. You want to be a person of routine. When you have routines in place, you don't react. I'm gonna tell you the difference. Let's say you want to start getting up early and getting your day started and working out, right? The alarm goes off and you hit snooze. You just reacted. And that reaction sends a signal to your brain. What does the signal say? It says that when it's time to get up and do shit, you want to push it off till later. The more you do that, it's easier to do that. That becomes who you are and what you do. A routine, it takes the emotion out of it. Fuck comfort, fuck all of that, right? A routine is something that I have to do every fucking day. With my mentees, my students, everybody in my group, they have routines, scheduled, outline every day that they have to stick to, okay? And it usually starts early in the morning. This is what you want. But back to the emotional resilience component. When you take out certain decisions that you don't have to make because you have routines already in place, you're less likely to be emotional about things that arise. People that make decisions based on emotions are always, I don't give a fuck, always in the wrong. You always misstep. They always jump out the window. It's never appropriate to jump out the window. So this is what you got to do. Let's say so-and-so says something that rubs you wrong. It hurts your feelings, stings, right? And you want to say something back, just give it back to them. Don't. Don't. Always take a beat. There should always be a space in between whatever comes to you and whatever you say to respond. I don't care how long it takes. It needs to be some time in between that, because what's going to happen? Let's say that person is dead wrong. Maybe they have time to think about what they said and apologize. Or if they're not going to be accountable for their actions, you can gather your thoughts precisely in a real meaningful way and tell them, like, listen, I don't know why you would say that. It's not true. Here's the facts. Boom, 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 boom. They're going to feel like shit. And maybe they'll apologize. Even if they don't, that's their problem, not yours. But let's say that they disrespect you and you disrespect them back, and it comes back and forth, back and forth. Both of y'all look like idiots. Both of y'all are wrong now. And I'm saying this out of experience. I used to be the guy that I thought I had to administer punishment and retribution whenever somebody crossed me, right? And guess what? Every time I gave somebody some payback, I looked like the bad guy. Why? Because my get back was a lot stronger than whatever they did to me, and it just looked like overkill. And I never felt good about it. I always felt like, damn, why'd I do that to them? It's not a good look. It's not a good move. Even if they're wrong, you want to leave things clean. You don't ever want to be the person that was in the wrong. And you can be in the wrong even if somebody wrongs you by just giving them the same energy back. That's not what you want to do, okay? You want to be the bigger person. A superior human being evolves above that emotional state and makes rational, practical, well thought out, and informed decisions. Number 4, you need to be able to make money. You need to be a fucking go-getter. I'm gonna tell you something, this is for the fellas. You are only as valuable as you are as productive. When guys are young, let's say they don't really have their lives together, they're dating around or whatever. You may not have a crib, you may be staying with a girl, sleeping on somebody's couch or whatever. That shit gets old. Nobody wants to take care of a fucking man. Think about relationships, right? Think about the opposite sex. Women seems to get doors open for them, things laid out for them on a silver platter. Why? Because we desire women. There's something about women that we really love, and we want their company. We want to, take care of them and have them in our space, right? Of course, it's in our nature to protect them, to provide for them, to open the door for them, right? Because we want to be pleasant for them so they can come in our world and bless us with the beautiful attributes that they have. That femininity, that softness, right? It's not the other way around. You have to be a man of some kind of resource to be able to hold that down. There's an issue in our country where one of the most common crimes is domestic violence. And I understand why. First of all, you have people getting into relationships that are not ready. Neither man or woman have the emotional intelligence or resilience to be able to deal with somebody every fucking day. Secondly, another issue be that sometimes the man doesn't have any leverage in a relationship. He has no resources. So he thinks that she's gonna just hold it down because we love each other, just because of love. Let me tell you something. Love is just a feeling. You can't quantify it. It's a feeling that can change tomorrow or in 10 minutes. Think about it. The people that hate you are typically the people that used to love you. It's a powerful thing and it's scary. However, when things are in place, when you have your shit together, she's gonna watch her mouth. She's not gonna be as feisty or as masculine with you. Why? Why does a woman want to be masculine anyway? No woman wants to be masculine. But if you have a man and woman together, over time, when the layers start peeling back, this guy don't really have shit to hold her down, and she has to provide and she has to provide things for some stability in her and his life. She's becoming a man. She's becoming masculine, right? So there's gonna be a power struggle. And then 9 times out of 10, this guy, he may not be able to intellectually deal with her in her mouth. So what leverage does he have on her? His size, his strength. He's louder. He can intimidate her. He can grab her, which none of that shit is cool. That shit is weak as fuck. It's lame as fuck, all right? You wanna lead with this at all times. You wanna shift and move situations with this, not with force, okay? Now, money is just one element to someone being resourceful, but it's a major component in this world because we live in a capitalistic, materialistic world, whether y'all like it or not. Here comes the money's the root of evil. False. Human beings with bad intentions create evil. Human beings with sick thoughts will get money and do weird things with it. But guess what? Those sick people do things without money as well. Money is not good or bad. It's just a tool only. And it's a tool that you absolutely need to get into your toolbox or your toolkit, all right? Don't be out here looking tough, looking strong, but you weak in your bank account. That's not the vibes. You wanna be intelligent and have your money together. All right, so I know that part leaned heavy on like relationships, but we all want relationships, or we're all in relationships, so we should be in them in the right way. Number 5, discipline. If you do not have discipline yet, right? And you desire discipline. You create discipline by creating a routine, a ritual, a schedule, and you stick into that every day. Be faithful to your routine, and that's how discipline comes. Hey, I gotta break it to you. You may never feel like doing the things that you need to do. Discipline is doing that shit anyway. That's a superior man. Doing the things that are uncomfortable to do, but are the right things to do. You wanna do the right things at all times. Somebody piss you off and you wanna get them back. Don't. Somebody texts you some mean shit and they're wrong and you wanna like hit them back. You know you can get them right now. Don't. The easy thing to do is to react. That's weak. Remember, discipline is how the wealthy become wealthy. These are the tip of the iceberg of some of the tenets and the things that we go over in the sacred society. If you want to be in our society, you know what to do. The link's down below. But this is only for those who are down to go on their own personal and spiritual heroic journey. On a heroic journey, a boy goes in and comes out a man. A man comes in and comes out a warrior or king. A king comes in and comes out a god. That journey is scary. And it's only scary because it's unfamiliar. But a real Braveheart don't give a fuck. He's gonna go in there anyway. The scarier, the better. Because guess what? When you stand up to that shit, you become that much more powerful. Anyway, the link's down below. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.